Okay, last session, after meeting the king Braytarth of the neighboring country of Idfel and escorting him to the capital, learn a little bit about his companions Beery and Beiruk. Uh, Team finds himself just waking up at the inn, not sure what they're gonna do for the day. So, let's get started then, shall we? Let's everyone do Constitution check to see who wakes up first. Then
Constitution.
Constitution.
over here then, since it's
Constitution.
starting.
Oh. A wonderful waste of a natural 20. That's a 22.
3.
Nine.
1 half.
Also Nan.
Okay, so Victor, you wake up first then.
And the birds are chirping. The sun is shining. Everything is wonderful. Victor wakes up, cracks his back, sharpens the stumps of his horns. He gets himself ready for a wonderful day.
Wait,
Can't imagine why. I'm sure last night had nothing to do with it. Nothing whatsoever.
Wait, last time I checked, 23 was higher than 22.
That's true. Well, here's the thing, Mr. Tim G, are you going by pure score, or are we?
Because you got the net 20.
Okay, just checking. That's cool.
Breaks out the chalk cue on the points of his horns.
Well, he hasn't. I think he doesn't have one, so it'd literally be a file.
Yeah.
Someday, though.
But you smell what seems to be bacon being fried from the inn breakfast nook. So typical breakfast he seems to serve here.
So Victor would gear up and open the door and just be ready to greet a wonderful morning. It's life is swell. And there's work to be done and money to be made. But yeah, he has nothing particularly in mind. He's just in a good mood.
And you are 300 gold shorter now, by the way, too.
Ah, yes. But it was worth it. And marked.
And about this time, I'd say Mountain Blood wakes up to the scent of bacon being fried.
Love mornings.
Good morning, Mountain Blood. How'd you sleep?
Ah!
Just, I'm sorry. I assumed he already opened the door.
I smell food.
You better get up and dress before I get to it. And Victor would just hop down the stairs, springing a step to some nice, wonderful, juicy bacon.
Yes, I should probably get dressed first, after emerging out from the doorway. A little inappropriate.
You see one of the older-looking daughters of Atlas, Storope, looking at you. Huh. Big everywhere, huh, boy?
I just wink as I go back. Oh, I got the pants on.
See Atlas sitting behind the bar, kind of doing some stuff. Morning. Breakfast time for ya?
Yeah.
Absolutely, my good sir.
I say you are amazing at breakfast. Just saying. Food is always top notch.
Ah, much appreciated. So we got some bacon, eggs, Got some strawberry jam and pancakes today.
I'll
As
take
come
one of
walking down the
everything.
stairs, you see Beery. Sounds interesting. I will have some of that as well, my good sir. She goes and sits down at a table. Kind of nods to you, like morning thing, as she's walking in.
Greetings.
Good morning, Barry. Good morning, Stir. I'm gonna trip over this a lot. Steropi? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think so. Be honest, I just took the name from the littler constellations. I'm not sure how to pronounce them myself properly.
Darn you, Latin.
Actually, it's Greek, but whatever.
Close. Mostly, like geographically close enough.
Really pronounced Greg.
So Victor would say good morning as well as actually, did we ever establish they have coffee here? Because I'm assuming that's what he would have.
Yeah, there's coffee.
Yeah, Victor would just have to, as he's drinking his coffee.
What's that you got in your cup?
I believe it's like this is coffee. It's something we use something we have a lot in back in the mercenary group I was with. I'm glad they have it. I'm glad Atlas has it here too.
Goes, yeah, it's a bean harvested off on a Fui. It's a roasted and we trade with them a lot. It's a pretty popular drink in the morning. You hear Sterope back in. Yeah, it gets the energy flowing good and well. Gets you pumped up for the day. She kind of like flexes her arms.
Ooh. I'll have a cup of that then.
So here's the question: How do you take it?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Atlas, I think I'm gonna have a cup of your finest black coffee.
Black as the black can be.
Black is the darkest depths of my soul.
Blacker than the blackest night times infinity.
At about this time, let me see here. What's your Constitution modifier, Andaris?
+2.
So yeah, you'll wake up slightly before Eric then.
Completely.
Somehow the two degenerates who were out all night cavorting woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed before either of the people who turned in early.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We hit the red light district that night.
Yeah, that's my illusions. Yes,
That's right.
That's why we're all happy and unclogged.
There is no justice in the universe.
That's right. That wasn't part of the recap. Man, I forgot about that.
So does Darius come out and say that, or is that just something to himself?
Yeah, as he comes out, out of the room, strapping on his sword belt and everything, he would
Yeah, strap on.
Just come out and see everyone just go, Victor, Mount Blood, Mercedes, stir up. Everyone's going top of the morning to you.
just gives them all a look. Well, aren't we up early this morning?
Well, I did already, huh? One's just bouncing up and down his chair.
Just Well,
You see,
how'd you sleep?
oh, go ahead.
No, Victor would just be asking Darius, well, how did you sleep? Sounds like you got fell on the wrong side this morning.
Slept like the dead.
Well, don't worry. We've got a wonderful breakfast and some good some good coffee here to kind of shake those feeling of undeath out of you. Atlas, better make that 2 cups of coffee.
None for me, thank you.
I'll take his then. I feel great.
Kind of does a head turn so sudden you can hear the vertebrae in his neck pop. Stomps over, grabs Victor by the back of the neck, leans into his ear. Did you give the Goliath caffeine?
You don't know what I'm like on caffeine. Wait, what's
Just,
caffeine?
Peter just has the brightest grin. It's like, maybe.
I'm not gonna be here when he crashes.
Oh, trust me, I'm putting you and Eric between me. It's gonna
Nope.
be basically not my problem.
No, this is your mess. By all means, pats him on the shoulder and goes out for his morning constitutional.
Speaking of Eric, as Andaris was saying that to Victor, he walks into the room, waking up.
And Eric immediately walks out of the room.
Where you going?
He's Grandpa Simpsoning it. He's like, woo, puts his hat down on the thing, hears this conversation, picks up his hat, and walks right back on out.
Hey, where you going?
What a bunch of loves a lot. What a bunch of warts. What a bunch. I don't know. I'm not. You know what? I am
I
having
found
2
Eric.
people morning. I am not gonna be. They are not gonna bring me down.
Today's gonna be a really good day. La 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 la. Yeah.
As you see shuffling down the stairs, I did not sleep good in foreign places. Morning, Mr. Innkeeper. Breakfast. I require sustenance. You have meat.
Oh, you
I
did,
need
sir.
meat. Oh, yes, my good little kobold friend. Hands him a plate of couple pieces of bacon and some eggs. Would you like a pancake with that? Pancake? What pancake? Ah. Hands him a plate with some strawberry, kind of like syrup all over it. It's good and sweet breakfast to get the energy for the day. Ooh. Takes it. Shuffles off to his little corner and hear him start nibbling away.
Imagine he eats like the little minions from Overlord. Just kind of gobbles away in the back. If anybody gets that reference, I salute you. So after Victor would get his meal, he kind of move over to sit next to Beery. So, how'd you sleep? And considering he gestures a thumb over at Barrack. Somebody else had a rough night.
Yeah, I slept fine. He's not used to these kind of comforts is all, just that not as nice of beds in where we're from, I guess you could say. And we are technically in a foreign land. I think he just doesn't sleep good away from his kin is all.
Ah well. Nah. So that's good. It's good. It's probably good to get out of the country. See how the rest of the world operates. Always broaden your horizons, as you will.
It'll be good for him in the long run. He's getting some good food at least, so we can't complain about that.
That I can agree. That I can most definitely agree upon. The food here is excellent. It's that homemade touch that kind of just makes it all worthwhile.
Atlas chimes in. Yeah, it's because Elkion grows a lot of it too. He's got a good green thumb on her.
Victor would just lean back. My compliments. So he would lean back into Barry. So since we seem to have some time before His Majesty needs you, who as well, yeah, Barry. I believe you said you wanted to see some places around the city.
Yes, the college. As he's like munching, ripping a piece of bacon, rip out of his mouth. I want to see the college. Learn things. Many things.
Mixed feelings about that character.
About this time, you see both Ren and Varys come down. Good morning, gentlemen.
Ah, for you.
Uh,
Morning, jitters.
They were just taking their sip of coffee between would actually and finish his mouthful before waving hello to the other end's guests. I'm assuming Ren is still ignoring Victor as hard as possible.
Yeah, she seems to be more focused looking at Beery and Barrick right now.
Hello,
Check
you
something
two.
here. Nope. Nope. Okay then. Well, I see you gentlemen made it back from your last little adventure. I take it went well.
One.
Yeah, we fought, we drank, we sang, and we made the our ancestors proud. I assume is what one normally says, but yes, everything went well.
I was told I was going to get an audience with the Emperor, but it appears that, though, that had to be delayed a couple of days, unfortunately.
Okay,
We'll be
Unfortunately.
fine for a couple more days.
unfortunately can't get everything. You know, it's bureaucracy. You know, sometimes some things don't always go your way, but they'll get worked out. I'm sure.
Beery kind of mutters in, I wonder why. With kind of like a undertone, like she knows why.
Yeah, Victor will probably press that later. Not too many years right about now.
It's a little early for that.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the day.
Mhm. Enjoy the day. Enjoy more coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee.
As Sterope kind of brings that same pancakes and bacon plate to him. Morning, guys. How you doing today? She goes to Ren. Elkione says hi, okay? He kind of responds back. Okay, tell her I said hi back. Will do. Enjoy your breakfast. She grew those strawberries. I think you helped her pick them the other day, if I recall. So enjoy them. Kind of walks back into the kitchen.
Pika, pika, pika.
So Varys goes, you know if what your next mission's gonna be yet?
Currently, not yet. We're on standby, as it were.
I got a weird feeling I can't shake. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully it's just me overreacting.
I can't shake this feeling either. But I think it might be the coffee.
As your arm's shaking like Fry in that episode of Futurama where he's
Yep.
trying to drink all the coffee.
Coffee, 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 coffee.
So I'll set down Mount.
As he looks at you, I think that might be something else.
And stop. Could be a mix of different things. Whee! Hey, look at my battle axe.
I may have introduced. I may have made a mistake, but that's future Victor's problem. But right now, it's like right now I don't really care too much.
So Eric, what have you been doing this time since you left the room?
Eric just walked out of the bar. He's just like, All right.
Where's Kitty? Where's Kitty?
Gotta explore the town.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
There he goes.
I'm
Oh,
just
that
gonna
doesn't
get
bode well.
like I'm just gonna wander and get a pulse of kind of what's how the town's people are feeling, if there's anything big going on.
Kitty, kitty, will come back.
Let me check something here. Right book for this. Might not be in the right book for this.
Womp womp.
I was just on the wrong page.
Need to find other friend. Dun, dun.
You seem to feel like some kind of pulse emanate from the Eye of Solaire above the temple. You can't quite figure out what it did.
Me?
Yeah, because you were just on the outskirts of the effective radius of that.
But I definitely felt something, right? Like something that shouldn't be.
You've heard that the Eye does this from time to time since you're in the military, so most people pay it no mind.
Okay. Then Eric's just gonna head more toward the inside part of the city, just to hear, rabble rouse, and take in anything that's going on.
Give me... do a survival check to see if you pick up on anything.
Survival check. Okay. Oh, good at those.
Yeah, basically you hear rumors saying that the town guard are on extra alert now for some odd reason. You're not sure why. Seems like they're also hearing rumors that the King of Idfell paid a visit for the first time in years. And that's causing kind of a lot of commotion, that's kind of what all the stuff you're hearing about right now.
All right. That'll be it for now then, I guess. So I picked up a lot of arrows, so that was the main thing that I was gonna be looking for, but I'm full on munitions for now, so.
Sounds good. You head back to the inn then?
No, I'm just gonna be exploring.
Okay.
Just wandering around. Anything that pops up, anyone needs any help or anything, just gonna throw my name over there.
So, back at the inn, what are you guys gonna do then?
Well, but Victor's gonna probably is probably going to have take Barrick and Brit over to the Mage College, further in the city. If there's a
And Darius, what's your plans then?
He was just kind of walking around the block, taking the air, trying to not be there when Mountain Blood came down off the caffeine, but he would probably wander back eventually. And if they're planning a little field trip over to the college, he'll probably accompany them on that.
And then Mountain Blood, your plans for the day?
I'm going to be following Andorus around.
Oh no.
My buddy. buddy, 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 buddy.
So it sounds like everyone's planning a trip to the college then. So everyone finishes eating and all that stuff, get their affairs in motion, so head on over to the college then. So I'm gonna city map.
With your would bid goodbye to Ajax Trophy and kind of wait at the other two pages, especially Rin say, "Don't get into trouble."
Trouble? What's that?
Before taking his two guests over to the college.
Yeah, the city, the Seven Sisters is there. The Mages College is right there next to the town park.
Who's going to college? Woo!
Magic College. The Corona Borealis.
So seems to be typical day. There's not too many people around because it looks like a few classes are in session right now. See a few students walking around. You actually happen to see walking around Althea, the person you met a couple days ago. He seems to spot you. Greetings, gentlemen. I see you have some new friends with you. My name is kind of does that arm bow thing. Althea Silveranth. It's a pleasure to meet you. They both Beery and Beirut Barrick introduced themselves. Honor to meet you. So, what brings you over to the college today?
Well, we have a couple of guests from like Alvaro. What was it?
Ildfell?
Guildfeld. Yes, you have two guests from Guildfeld who are basically looking to get a tour of the college.
Yes, we did get word from the Imperial Palace that we have visitors here that were looking to do a tour of the college. That would be you two, I would assume. Yes, I wish to learn many things, you hear Barrick say. Beery goes, I'm here. Why not? Not the magic type, that's more his spiel.
Also, I had a few questions of my own if we get the chance. Mostly based on what we've last discussed. So, like I said, figured 2 birds, 1 stone, quote unquote.
We're gonna learn things.
Mountain Blood with a dunce cap on, just and a Ralph Wiggum smile. I'm learning.
Pretty
And Darius, yeah, I know you spent spend a lot of time here. So, we'll show you around to some of the sites here. So, takes you through the area, shows you the kind of the main learning building, the dormitory for some of the people that are not from around here that they stay in when they're studying, the kind of the teachers area, classrooms, the big library, and there's kind of like a magic range where people are practicing like their spells and stuff, shooting them off at dummies.
Yes, defense against other mages. Excellent class.
them dummies a thing or two. Looking up my battle axe.
And not too many people are do physical combat here. I'm one of the few. She kind of like points to her sword. I'm kind of more one of the combat instructors here. It's just not my day to teach, so I can do this tour, I guess, for you.
Much appreciated.
As they take you to the library, kind of see Barrick just look at all the, wow, many books, many books. May I read some? He goes, yeah, you've been given clearance to read if you'd like. In any section if you wanted. And he kind of goes up to the librarian there knows this area better than I do. She'd be able to help you better. As he kind of walks off and starts talking to her. Beery goes, I suppose I should make sure he doesn't get into... He shouldn't, but get into trouble. As she kind of wanders off towards him.
You probably would have asked at some point if which section, if there's any professors who or any instructors who deal with divination nearby, like whether they're specifically anyone who's out of class and in between their sessions, teaching sessions.
Yeah, he's on a sabbatical right now. He likes to go on tours. I think the last place I heard he was going was... Hasn't had a chance to see Canopus yet, so he went to go visit there and hasn't come back yet.
You
Unfortunately.
anybody behind, like any assistants or?
Nah, he's really the only divination expert we have, and I don't know, he's kind of... I don't know, people don't like learning from him, so he doesn't get many students to stick around, unfortunately.
He's one of the heads in the clouds type fellows, isn't he?
I don't know, he tends to grade pretty hard, and people don't stick around.
Does that mean he's got
That's a shame.
Fun.
Well, hopefully I'll leave a note
Unorthodox.
to possibly meet him. I do need to get I do a few things I need to meet his skill set on. Other than that, then is there any place I can go look into for combat training? I'm a little skilled in the arcana, in the ways of arcana.
Well, yeah, that's, like I said before, that's my expert. I'm the instructor for combat and art, combat of fighting and stuff like that, so I give classes every now and then. You're welcome to come join if you're part of the military. I could always use a dummy, so to say.
We'll see about that. But I wouldn't mind testing my skills and try to broaden my capabilities. So I honestly don't see why not.
You heard him. He volunteered.
Yes, I did.
Bendaris raises a hand. Witness.
You know how to make things go boom?
I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious to see what kind of combat style he is.
Yeah, we'll have to arrange that. I'm pretty sure it'd be beneficial for everyone involved. Sadly, none of my classes are scheduled till next week, so we'll see about that then, okay?
No problem. There is another question, and that I would like to ask. And he was kind of getting close to whisper this. You wouldn't happen to know how things are going on with let's see, what would... Well, like I said, he would basically be asking about how things are going on back home with Victor's mother and whatnot. He might need to get a message out about possibly be meeting.
With Samantha, you mean?
Yep.
As far as I know, she's doing okay, just that Regulus kind of forced her to stay in the house all day, so he communicates me with time to time and says she's doing okay, but he doesn't get to see many people often, so he might be letting a front on, unfortunately.
I see. Well, so I don't get in contact with home much. Just want to make sure see how things are.
Well, I do know Mercurius likes to pay his visits every now and then, so she still gets to see him. He always seems to be in a better mood when he visits.
Yeah, I imagine. Um, do you think would you be willing if consider considering this is a mage's college to be able to pass a message along? I don't particularly have that spell under my belt.
Don't know how to cast sending?
It's like my my skills are more evocation and abjuration specifically, not utility.
Yeah, I can get a message to her. I have other ways of doing it. It'd be through, wouldn't be through me directly, but I can get it there. I can't probably do it till tonight when I'm home, but I will get a message on to her.
Thank thank you, most appreciated. Like I said, if it's at any particular cost, just let me know.
So I can commune with someone and they can in turn try to commune back.
I see. So in this case, you'd be fine just doing this as a favor.
Yeah, my lady would be glad to do it. She doesn't mind. She likes talking with your mother. Give me a quick history check with advantage on that, Victor.
No problem. So you said history check, right?
Yeah,
With
with advantage.
Don't need it. 23.
Yeah, from what you could remember, your mother was always was behaved as a wizard. You're not sure what she means by communing. Communing.
I think he'd have an idea considering his last talk of with psionics. It still doesn't add up though. But hey, that's part of the questions for later.
So, was there anything else you guys needed?
There was one other thing, but I think he would Vader would go talk to Andaris about it. Oh wait, no, wait, I forgot. We already dealt with that. So I think they couldn't. It's mostly gonna be about the sword, the sword I picked up from the sewers. But I think the Mages Guild already, inside the magic, the Mages College already said they couldn't determine anything else beyond what Andaris found out. So no, I'm done.
Hey, I've got a question.
Yes.
Is it possible to be more arcane focused without being a user of the Arcana?
Like you wish to learn more about how magic works and stuff like that?
Yeah, can be more aware of it.
Well, I can always learn stuff to be better knowledgeable about it. If you could maybe check out a couple of books from the community section, you can read up on those at night and learn a few things here or there.
Probably look into that then. Cool.
That's actually a good idea. I need to do the same. You think?
Yeah, you could ask that I'm not the biggest bookie. You could go over and ask the librarian.
Believe we'll go into that.
So you gotta go talk to the librarian then?
Yep. Gonna go over to the librarian and go see what they say.
Ah, yes. I've not seen you here before. How can I help you, my big gentleman?
Do you have any books on learning basics of the arcane?
Oh, yes, we have many books about that. We have one written by our very own current headmaster called from Davhand called Beginnings of Magic and Ways to Learn It Yourself that he just published recently. Be a good one to start with. We have another one that's one of an older text, but would be a good one as well. Here, that basically points you to a couple books you can check out if you wanted to.
Do
I-
that.
I particularly recommend Cantrips for Dummies by Ted Kunterblast.
Say I'm more biased towards Arcana through the ages, but that's just me.
A little bit of old, and a little bit of new can't hurt.
Actually, Victor would have tagged along. Well, one because if Mount Blood's still on his caffeine high, someone's gonna need to catch him when that comes down.
Boring.
Too, Victor would also would probably go ask the librarian for a couple books to check out to just to gain a better knowledge of magic in general.
Didn't if Victor was still trying to nose out more info about his creepy sword, didn't Althea have a very similar looking one?
No, it just hers is made out of obsidian, so that's
Oh,
black.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good question because I know we already talked, I think, to the Mages College about having it identified. I couldn't find out anything particularly interesting. There's just an unknown component.
Yeah, something about it they couldn't basically parse with their magic hand. Like a better mage might have been able to do it, but the one they tried to do it couldn't glean anything from it.
All right,
Made
so
out of creepy crud.
so here's a question: did we decide that did we figure out that the script on was abyssal? I think
I
that's what
believe I
was
said it was
written on.
abyssal, yes.
In that case, while I was here, Peter also would press any books on translating abyssal.
Thought
Yeah,
we
she
already
hands
had
you
translated it.
what?
I thought we already had translated it.
Something missing from my notes. I don't see what the translation was.
Did we? Maybe I don't remember myself.
I don't remember what it said, but I mean, and Andaris knows comprehend languages, so he could and probably would have.
In this case, you would probably pick
Okay.
up any history on the abyss and the demons within, and just to kind of glean something, since if any particular insight to what this thing does.
Okay, well, if you about demons and the abyss, Eric says there's a book about chaos and his abysmal creations.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one who immediately went there. In that case, Victor would check that out as well.
Because that's more of a religious-based text, that one. Because it's one of the gods that is kind of responsible for creating that language and demons and stuff like that.
Understandable. Well, and for a penny, I suppose. Yeah, he'll still check it out anyway. Just to see if he can glean some insight on his own.
You know, I seem to remember you did actually translate that when you found it. It says Chaos's member was the name was written on it.
Chaos!
Member.
See what I wrote down.
But you remember it looks very similar to the sword Xanatha, the dagger Xanatha had.
Yeah.
That also had that same abyssal writing on it.
Well, if these two are nerding it up or at least attempting to. Curious to see how far Mountain Blood gets into a book before he's just like bored and goes and does something else. But in the meantime, he's going to sit down with his spell book and pull out that invisibility scroll he's been hanging on to and attempt to transcribe that.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Yep. I swear to God, if I get dicked over on this one by like 1, like the last one, I'm gonna be so uncute. That's more like it. 15.
You get, let me check. How long does this take to do?
I know normally copying a spell from book to book is an hour, I think, or
It's
let's see.
dependent upon the spell level.
Copying from a spell scrolls, it just can be plus the spell's level.
Is it in your your wizard school at all?
Yeah.
For
Okay,
each
so
level of
it's
spell, the process takes 2 hours.
so if it's in his wizard school, it's half the time and half the required gold.
Oh, you mean the no.
class.
I'm
He's a blade singer, remember?
I'm a blade singer, so yeah, I don't get a specific
Okay, well then it's
Yeah.
full price and full time.
See what level spell invisibility is, because I don't remember.
2. So it's a check of 12. I got a 15, so
Yeah, that'd take you about 4 hours to do. But you get it done.
all right.
So, well, you see Andera seems to be scribing away at something in his book. What are you and Mountain Blood and Victor going to be doing during this time?
Let's see, since Spirit and Bricks Merrick is kind of they're one off are doing their own well Barrick is doing his own research, Barry's just tagging along. Victor's gonna go find a quiet place in the library and start reading over first off that book on the abyss. On the abyss on chaos. The god. And see if you can glean any insights of what his that hidden attribute of that sword might be. Just do sheer old book learning.
Okay. Give me an investigation check into reading through that book.
Oh, I love investigation. Oh, that's true. That's actually one of my better untrained skills. 14.
Okay. So basically, reading through that book, you see mention that one of the gods, one of the brothers of Solaire, Chaos, kind of the way he decided he wants to rule his domain was by making it, for the lack of a better word, chaotic as possible. So he kind of derives whatever fun is whatever seems to be cause the most interesting things to happen. And in his way he did things, he created demons that kind of like to do stuff like that as well. He's not necessarily evil, although the things he created kind of turned into that, but he just likes to... he will cause trouble for what he thinks will be the most fun to cause trouble for, be they be a good person or evil person.
So essentially, like a trickster deity.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But you also basically tell story, like you find chapters on some of the most well-known demons in there. Like you see ones mentioning stuff called book here. Like Glebrazus, the most fearsome ones called like a Baelor, and a few other notable ones in there that are known to cause issues or people make pacts with.
Makes pacts with something made of chaos seems or a spawn of chaos seems like a bad idea. But so far, I guess nothing directly relevant.
One thing, when you're just starting to give up finding anything interesting in that, you see something he likes to go into people's dreams. As that is the easiest way to sometimes cause chaos.
Good to know. So now, suddenly the last few nights of some of the past nights suddenly make some more sense. So putting that book away, his next thing he would just kind of go start doing his research on just understanding magic and how it works, how like its fundamentals.
Okay, so give me an intelligence check here.
Intelligence check, sure thing. Come on, that'll be a 12. Not so good.
So you see a few things you've seen in that book before. Couple things that you magics you haven't seen or used before, but doesn't seem to gleam any knowledge that'll help you in the future with that.
Yeah, like I said, he's just trying to get more proficient with Arcana in general, as opposed to looking up any anything specific.
Yeah, stuff you can't find anything that seems like it's gonna help you get more proficient with what you read through there.
It's a start.
Mountain
Yeah.
Blood, you back yet? So Eric, what you been doing the last couple of minutes? Or couple hours, I should say.
Wandering around town. Is there like a food stall somewhere he didn't eat, so he's looking for some veggies or fruit?
Hey, come across a stall selling some fresh fruits. So you see a few apples, pears, stuff like that, a couple melons.
Kind of stiffs around, just kind of trying to find something that piques his eye. What kind of food we got here?
You're talking to the owner?
Not yet. He's just exploring. Do we got melons? We got apples. We got oranges. We got some celery. We got carrots. We got potatoes. What do we got?
Yeah, if you're looking around in the food district, you can see pretty much all those places selling kind of all those things.
All right. He's gonna go. I know what I want. I want a good pear. Let me go find a good pear. And he's gonna sniff around for some really sweet pears.
Yeah, you give me a survival check. Yeah, you see one of the places that had a bunch of apples seems to have a few pears kind of miggled in with them.
All right, he's gonna pick out 3. He's gonna put them in his pocket. He's gonna look over to the stand owner. How much for 3 pairs?
Yeah, about 10 silver.
He tosses him a gold. Okay, I'm gonna come back if these pairs are real good. I'm gonna just buy all of them. Just flicks the gold at him.
Huh. Okay. I have a feeling I'll be seeing you again.
He'll give a finger gun and like, all right, good. That's what I like to hear.
Have a nice day.
He's gonna munch on a pear.
Yeah, it's a pretty good, juicy, perfectly ripe pear.
All right. All right, I'll have to come back tomorrow and get more. Stuff the other ones in his satchel. That'll be about what he does. He's just kind of walking around town. He needed to stretch his legs.
Back that mountain blood.
Cricket.
Okay, so yeah, what would you like to... You said you want to try to do some learning in that book, then? Still AFK. Okay. So, Andaris, you finish, after 4 hours or so, you get that spell all nice and loaded in your book. And now you have that as access in your spell book.
He was like, boy, that would be handy for if Mountain Blood is going to continue to follow me around and poke me in the back of the head. I can just be like, look, a shiny gold coin. When he looks the other way, just invisible. But in the meantime, you go get up, stretch, and go peek over Victor's shoulder if he's still reading. And be like,
Yeah, he seems to have his nose in that Arcana basic book.
Yep, just gonna kind of give him a shoulder nudge as he walks by. I'd be like, I'm gonna meander down to the marketplace, maybe nose around the magic shop. Anything you'd like me to keep an eye out for?
Nothing currently. There's nothing comes to mind. I'm still trying to brush up and get sharpen my skills, like my book knowledge. So me, gonna be here for a bit.
All right, nose to the grindstone.
No one said book learning was easy.
Yep. Well then,
Also,
when the going gets tough, the tough go shopping.
that's we had something similar back where I was from. So, I was thinking of something though. Vader, do you know any good books on evocation and abjuration? Maybe if I focus on what I'm good at, I can glean something.
Let's see. Walks over, kind of gives him the, holds up a finger in the one moment gesture. Walks over to the evocation section, runs his finger along the spines like he's looking for something. There it is. Plucks it out. Comes back with B is for boom. Lays it on his pile of to read.
How imaginative. I guess evokers are never exactly subtle about what they do anyway.
It's
Gives
written by an ogre,
gives Andaris a weak thumbs up, like, eh. Yeah, I swear if I didn't know you, I would assume you were being sarcastic.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Kind of waves off as he opens up the book and just starts reading.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to the market district, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna let Mountain Blood do what he wanted to do. So you were gonna try to read up on that book as well?
I'm gonna break into the art of the arcane.
Okay,
See if I
give
can
me
at
an intelligence check here.
Right. Character sheet back up here. It's intelligence?
Yep.
Right. Roll big. 17, alright.
Ooh, that's a decent roll there.
Yeah. I am so smart. SMRT.
So upon reading through this book, you catch up on the stuff about kind of like the ebb and flow of the magic that seems to flow um through the air that a lot of magic users use to empower the spells and stuff like that, and how that interacts with the natural world and stuff like that. Start to seem to get a better understanding of how kind of like how the magic seems to flow in the world and stuff like that. You don't get a perfect grasp of it, but you're starting to understand how Arcana stuff works a little bit better.
Starting to see the world in a slightly different light. Cool.
So I was saying that's kind of filled up the 4 hours when Victor and Eris was subscribing his spell in his book. As you see him kind of notice him talking with Victor about something and hands him a book from under the shelf as he kind of walks out.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
So are you gonna keep reading into the book some more? Or?
Yes. Yes. Keep reading. Piques
Okay.
my interest for the day.
I will make note of that then. So, Andaris, when you're walking towards the market district, you happen to run into Eric, who's munching on a pear.
Oh, real good player.
Is he wearing a turtleneck?
I don't know, are you wearing a turtleneck, Eric?
No.
Hmm.
No, he is not.
He could be wearing a fur turtleneck.
Get out.
Eric grabs his hat and walks out of the building immediately.
Not you.
Don't let me get the spray bottle.
Yep. Just falls into step beside him, looking askance at the pair. Like, I don't know why, but I find pears to be the most pretentious fruit.
I mean, they're basically apples. You keep eating them.
Hmm.
The only thing would be honeydew.
Fair enough, I suppose. I was,
Strawberries are pretty pretentious too.
I don't know. They're berries.
Actually, no, they're not.
What?
Yeah, strawberries aren't really berries, but bananas are.
Despite the fact that they are outside and also on the first floor, Andaris is just going to walk to the nearest open window and leap out of it.
Some guy walking by, talking about pretentious fruits, don't get me started on kumquats, as he keeps walking.
Pokes his head back in. Hey, kumquats are delightful. Regardless, picking leaves out of his hair. I was going to nose about the magic shop. Care to accompany me?
Sure, did you also know eggplants, tomatoes, and avocados are berries?
I knew tomatoes were. What in the flying hell is an avocado?
These things that are growing in like kind of like more drier areas. It's like this. Kind of thinks for a second. Combine like a yam with like a pitted fruit, kind of like that.
Sounds horrifying.
Yeah, it's not really good. It's they say it's real stacked with protein, but I don't believe them. I think it's just a marketing ploy.
Ugh.
Oh, conspiracy, you see. So, I was gonna say it's to sell more of those types of fruit.
Eric and Darius, give me a perception check.
How about a shamana? Ha! Is it wrong part of the sheet as always? 19.
Yeah, you both see one of the people from the Tauros brigade, Julia. Seems like she's looking around for something.
Kind of
She looks like she's in a big hurry right now too. Pretty stressed out.
He'd kind of look around, see if, what she's looking for might be immediately evident, and if not, kind of raise a hand to, flag her down, get her attention as he walks towards her.
Oh, thank God! Some people are looking for. Where's the rest of your group right now?
Oh God damn it!
At the
Can't even get a day
college.
off.
The college, good. Okay, we need go get them now. Meet us at where was just one of the towers. Get to one of the brigade towers as fast as you can.
Yes, man.
As she kind of runs off.
Well, duty calls.
I just want a day off.
And it's not like I particularly wanted that tankard of sobriety or anything anyway. And he will turn on his heel and head back to the cool leg.
So I'm assuming while they're on their way back, and Mount Blood and Victor were just got back together and started compiling notes.
Mountain Blood, give me a Constitution check.
Constitution. Let's see. Right after I just closed out my character sheet.
Your first caffeine high wears off. You take 9 points of exhaustion.
Just boom. Just done.
Yeah, you feel your caffeine crash, but you're a little lethargic, but it's nothing that'll affect you. Maybe disadvantage on a couple of checks, but
It's like, I'm just
not exhaustion.
lower than my normal self, but not to the point of exhaustion.
You're about to fall asleep reading this book.
That's Cantrips for Dummies, I assume, correct? Or what was it the other Arcana book?
The older book is boring.
The flow of magic through you and how to use it for your benefit is basically what the book's called.
Need to rest. Very tired. Brain Brain hurts.
So, a couple minutes later, you see both Eric and Andaris walk into the library again.
Yeah. He
Oh, hey.
explodes into the room as quietly as he can because it is a library. Doing that kind of stage yell, the whisper yell thing. To arms!
Victor would just look over. Oh, hey, you're back. Hey, did you know that strawberries aren't berries? So by technical definition, but
Didn't
tomatoes
breathe.
are. You can cast good berry on tomatoes.
Shush! Just clamps a hand over his mouth. Shush! We are summoned.
No rest for the wicked, I suppose. All right. He would take the books. He would take the books, put them back on the librarian's desk. That's and thank him for his time for perusing his library.
You are welcome any time, good sir. I hope you found the information useful for what you needed.
I'm gonna be back here a few times, so get used to me. Go over and grab Malblatt and just kind of lightly slap him away. Come on, we got work to do.
Let's try to get rid of me.
Brain hurts, but we'll follow.
Say, at this
Yeah, come
point
on,
of the
okay.
day, it's about 2 o'clock or so.
Still daytime.
Still daytime, yeah. 2 or 3 o'clock, you can't be certain, but you were told to meet at any of the 12 armies' towers.
Alright. And I guess it's too late to say we should have left a note for Bree and Barrick that we were leaving. Official guard duty, unless do we run into them on the way out?
To the two towers.
Yeah, you can see them. He's Barrick still studying, reading through books at his desk. Kind of looks like he's flying through them, and Beery's just sitting there.
I think they would have probably walked over to Barry and say, "Hey, we got duty at one of the towers. We'll be back later."
Ah, yes. Stay safe, my friends. As
Kinda
Barrick
gives
goes,
it,
yes, interesting. Ooh, I could use that. That'd be cool. That's
We
possible.
kind of give a one-handed at Astra lazy salute, well, duty calls before heading off.
So yeah, what you end up at is the let me. That is the Cancer Tower, and you see a few guards posted out there. They kind of seem like they're at a high attention right now.
They would salute the soldiers before them and kind of ask, okay, what's the what's the status report? What's going
Status report?
on?
Okay, we're not sure. We were told to be at guard, not let civilians leave the town unless it's absolutely necessary. We're not sure what's going on. Who were you told to come here to?
Victor would eye over to Andaris.
What was her name?
Julia.
Julia, and she's also of the Taurus. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like their third in command, essentially.
Yes. Julia of the Tauros just said to report to the nearest tower.
Okay, yeah, Legate Augustus should be in there. You can go talk to him. He could probably fill you up on what's going on.
Alrighty then. Hopefully it's just a drill. As soon as they walk in and get past the guards, Victor probably was like, "It's never a drill, is it?" I just want to be right while still being wrong. Please let it just be a drill.
So you kind of get into what the office, and you happen to see Ingvar in there in his, because he's got his Minotaur helmet on. He sticks out like a sore thumb, talking to another man that's in pretty ornate-looking armor, kind of yelling at each other. Okay, not yelling at each other, talking about each other. What? Any reports on any of the cities? What is happening? We need information now. Oh, as the guy goes. Yes, Augustus. We've been getting reports of attacks. We're not sure what's going on. So we're trying to keep everyone in the cities, restricting all travel. I know Mercurius is still down in Acrux, so he should be able to handle down there. Second here. Canopus, I know, right name here. Gibbidic should be able to get everything handled down in the Canopus in there. I know, right here. Carlika's handling Sagiete. And Polaris should be being handled as well. We're getting reports from other cities across that there's attacks coming from monsters everywhere. We're not sure what's going on exactly. As he kind of catches you. Okay.
Vader would be standing would just kind of click his heels in case they didn't catch his eye sooner.
As he just notices you. Oh, you. Luckily, I ran into you guys here. Okay. We're not sure what's going on. I'm sure you heard us talking there, correct?
Vader nods.
Good. Okay. We haven't heard any reports from Arcturus, the closest town here. We need you guys to get there post haste and get us information. He hands you a stone that's got like a face on it. Use this to communicate us once you reach there. The guard, they don't seem to be responding to any hails from the one we have posted there already. You know what this is?
Sending stone?
Yeah, that's
because you have seen one of these before.
Yeah.
This allows us to communicate with each other once you get there. So you should be able to get there hopefully by dusk if you go quick.
This is a radio device to allow our troops to communicate untethered while in the field. What do you call it? Walkie-talkie.
You kind of see the Augustus guy go, "Hey, you guys be safe out there, okay? I don't want to hear any reports of you dying on us now. We need all the soldiers we can get right now."
So it's just a recon. Just figure out what's going on.
Yes, recon. It's hopefully. I know Arcturus is a small town, so I doubt there'd be attacks there, but you never know.
Understood. Is it just us, or is everybody coming with us?
We don't know. We don't know if we gotta spare as few people as possible to make sure the city's not under siege. So once you're out, we're probably not gonna let anyone in or out until we know it's all clear.
Peter would take the setting stone and just kind of nod and salute and to get his helmet on. All right, you got our orders.
I pray for your safety. May let me make sure I say with this one right. May Solar bless you. As I already forgot his name. I'm stupid. As Augustus kind of does the iter ad Astra, gentlemen, as he does the salute.
Iter ad Astra. Also, before we go, do we have any idea what we might be facing?
We're not sure. People are saying different things everywhere. I think they mentioned Sahagins down at Acrux, a bunch of lizards and stuff at Canopus. Yetis at Polaris? I don't know why there, but I suppose that makes sense. And a bunch of weird fey craps happening over in Sagietta. By the way, Eric, when he mentioned that Carlika for Sagietta, you recognize that voice as your company's legate.
Yep.
I don't remember if I told you that or not.
Got it right here in my notes.
But yeah. Make haste, gentlemen. Time is probably of the essence.
What time it is? Back to Arcturs. So, Victor would kind of lead the way out unless anybody else is sticking behind to ask any questions.
If you have questions, ask them through the stones on the way, gentlemen.
Ooh, we got stones. Cool.
So you're gonna head out then?
Yep. And I'm going to add a sending stone to inventory. And it's just on hand. Okay.
So give me a perception check when you're going along the road to Arcturus.
Let's see. Perception check, correct?
Weren't we just here yesterday? Oh my god.
No, you went to a different city last time. This wasn't or along a different road.
Okay.
22 with a natural 20.
But halfway, wow. Wow.
Sorry, I'm just...
Boom.
Did you have any questions you wanted to ask when you were on the trip to the stone?
No, I didn't have any questions. Did anybody else have any questions?
What are today's or tomorrow's lottery numbers?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He may be confusing sending stones with magic 8-balls, but
So when you get closer to the to Arcturus, you don't seem to catch. The roads seem to be quite empty. Is like you don't see many animals running around or anything like that. Like something seems off today. But when you get closer to the town, both Mountain Blood and Victor, you notice like a horse that seems to be kind of caught in the woods, kind of like stuck on some tree tangle. It's like reins tangled up in a tree off in the beaten path.
I'm assuming it's thrashing around trying to get away.
Yes.
Victor, we must rescue the horse.
Yeah, looks like it has a looks like it's brother and Rain got caught, so that
Can't let it
seems
get
it was
hurt.
probably hitched up to something.
must have horse.
Well, hopefully it'll help us figure out what's going on.
Break it free, though. You gotta break it free.
And say, all right, you go ahead. We'll stick back in case it's a trap.
So who's gonna go investigate the horse?
There's kind of, making broad assumptions here. Just going to turn towards Eric and be like, you any good with animals?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Do you want me to set him free? Do you want me to see if he's domesticated?
Well, if he's in a mood to answer questions, by all means, but otherwise, let's just start with getting
No,
him
I
free.
cannot talk to animals. What do you think I am?
A ranger?
No, I ride animals. That's wait. I could calm them down, but I mean,
Inappropriate.
Well, let's start with that then.
okay. Goes walks up to him, starts petting him.
This horse seems to be a domesticated one, so once you start petting, it does seem to calm down a bit.
Okay, does he have any sort?
Oh, there's a
of
saddle and
Yeah.
reins on him. This is clearly an owned horse.
Okay, is there any sort of military garb on him? Usually there's some sort of barding or something like that.
Give me an investigation check on it.
Ah, that's
Let's see if I can.
hard to
get some
miss
handling on
barding,
him.
but
It's
My
fully
God, you
like
find a way.
laced up for writing, but this is for something else.
Nice.
okay.
Good horsey. Good horsey.
There is a severed arm still holding on to the reins.
Hey, look, a trophy.
Okay, Eric just takes the arm and just chucks it at the party. Not trying to hit someone, just throwing it at their feet.
Yeah, Victor's gonna try and determine if it looked like it was cut off or if it was ripped off.
Victor, do you recognize anything off of that arm? Is there like a uniform shirt part on
It
it? Or
is
anything like that?
no, it's no sleeve on it, just a severed arm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Clearly,
that's
somebody
what I was
lost
assuming.
his.
I'm gonna make a medicine check on that if I can.
Just a
to
tattoo that says
tell
"Mom."
what happened.
I'll try. I will assist Eric in determining, like, again, whether the arm was ripped off or cut off. It's very
Yeah,
important we
the
know
arm
what happened.
looks like it was cut off by not the sharpest of swords, but enough to cut off an arm.
It was a
So
very.
it's at the
clean cut.
elbow then? Because cutting through a solid bone is pretty hard to fucking do.
Yeah, it looks like it was cut off at the elbow, so it hit a joint, and that made it a little bit easier. But the meat part was clearly cut.
Could
So,
could you say that was a pretty cold cut?
Eric
God
grabs his
strikes
hat, walks
down
out of the
Mountain
room.
So Victor would just ignoring that comment would go over, check the horse, and see if there's any kind of
I'm
saddlebags, any kind of that was seems like it was
I'm
carry
taking care
anything.
of it. I rolled an 18 on my animal handling. That's good.
So yeah, Mountain Blood gets the horse calmed down nice and good that he can get its reins untangled from the tree it got stuck in.
He will love it and pet it and call it George.
George.
But yeah, just a basic horse saddled up for riding. It does have a couple saddlebags on it that you can look into. Doesn't look like anything special in it. Looks like a couple little things of food. Some for the looks like food for the horse. Some trail rations.
Basic rations. Yep.
Yeah, nothing.
Victor would grab the rations, considering that there hasn't been any animals nearby. So that's immediately concerning. So he would leave the horse feed. So unless anybody wants to ride the horse, I don't think we've got a. I think we'll just have to let the cut loose and let it go.
Everyone give me another perception check.
Modify 20.
22.
Oh, 12.
Perception modified 20.
Yeah, both. Well, not both. Also, Victor, Eric, and Dara seem to remember the last time you kind of walked by this area. You seem to remember a farmhouse not too far from here. You can kind of see off in the distance.
Eric's gonna look at the horse, look toward the farmhouse. How much do you want to bet that they were fleeing?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. All right, all right, stealth. Say, Eric, you're probably the quietest one of all of us. You want to get it with the best eyes. You want to get up close and see what's going on at the farm.
That might be a good idea. Oh, hold on.
Would it be a good
Eric,
idea? Would it be a good idea to check for blood trail by chance?
Well,
Which direction they were going?
I mean, it
Maybe-
doesn't really matter which direction, but I can definitely follow.
I can
blood
say
if you
this:
want.
the arm, when you were investigating it, did seem like it had been cut a while ago. It was kind of getting cold.
Is there a blood trail coming from the horse toward the house at all?
No.
Okay. There's no trail from this spot toward the house, so who knows? All right.
See.
I'm gonna be quiet right here. All of you kind of hang back a little bit. I'm gonna go approach the house, and he's gonna pop that real quick. And as he approaches the house, he's gonna see if he senses anything that is any of that stuff within 1 mile. Is this forest? Because then if it's forest, it's 6 miles.
Doesn't sound entirely foresty.
Yeah, it would be kind of foresty in this area, but there is kind of some fields for this farm nearby, but you don't sense
I'm within one. I'm assuming I'm within 1 mile of the house, then, right?
Yes, you're in with 1 mile of the house, and you don't sense any of those
Okay.
things there.
Okay, perfect. So Eric's just gonna be very quietly walking through the fields and approaching the house. The 15, and he's gonna keep his eye up in the sky, just
He's
looking
hunting
around.
rabbits.
With a 14 perception, just kind of looking up, making sure there isn't anything flying around or walking around or any large trails through these fields.
Not that you can see.
All right, he's gonna just keep walking toward the house. As he's approaching, is the door open? Is he near the front? Is he near the back? Anything like that?
You look like you're coming near kind of the front of it. You can see the door, it's closed. You can see kind of a window. You hear
How
what
far away
sounds like
am I?
boiling coming from side of it.
Boiling.
Mm-hmm.
Boiling. Okay. Can my companions see me?
If they were following you, yes. But with that stealth check, there's something you can hide behind between you and the house.
Well, Eric's as soon as he hears that boiling, he's gonna pop up his cloak of elven kind, so that way he can blend in with the surroundings, and then he is going to, take out his lute and just play one chord, hoping that his companions come and follow suit. With a 9.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? You hear a lute sound coming from where Eric went.
Can I make a perception check to make sure?
It's a
Real
demon.
quick.
Okay then.
Perception check.
Yeah, go
perception
ahead.
check to make sure it sounds. Yeah. Nope. Don't think Victor heard it.
No, Victor didn't hear it.
Yeah, in the fog, in creepy surroundings, when everyone is, disappeared. And
Neither did
presumed
Skull
dead,
Smasher.
a single loot cord sounds exactly like a demon.
Sync up with people.
What is that? Plus 6, 24.
Yeah, you hear Eric play his lute for some odd reason.
Kind of gives the, point 2 fingers gesture in that direction and starts heading that way.
Victor will follow suit. He will have his helmet on and an axe at the ready. Well, battle axe.
All right, Eric's gonna slowly approach the door.
Okay.
And he's gonna listen in if there's anything more than just a boiling sound. Does it smell unusual or anything like that?
Smells like somebody's cooking something.
Okay. Eric is going to knock on the door. Just.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
kinda-
You hear grumbling. Yeah, coming, cooking. Just give me a second.
Can I make a survival check to smell whatever is cooking smells like?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 16.
Smells like vegetable beef soup.
Okay.
Smells like Wednesday.
Eric's
Kind
gonna
of a light
pull out
Wednesday.
his. Eric's gonna pull out his short sword, and as soon as the door, he's gonna kind of hang right on the edge of the door, not revealing himself. He's gonna wait for the person to step outside, and as soon as the person gets outside, he's gonna get behind him and put the sword to him. Not like I'm gonna kill you immediately, but just like, hey, we found this. We're looking for answers.
Your tactic.
As you see it, like a relatively, like, older middle-aged dwarf kind of open the door. Yeah, who is it?
It's okay, sir. It's okay. I am with the military from the capital. We found a horse with the severed arm still attached to it, caught in a tree. Have you heard anything rambling on? I need to be careful because we were in these woods the other day and there were werewolves, we think, or big wolves, or
No,
things that may have transformed into things that are bad.
No, I haven't heard anything. Can you please put the sword down?
Do you own any horses?
I do, but there should be in there,
Eric's
over
gonna
by the
put his
barn
sword
over
away.
that way.
Alright, show me the barn, please. Do you have anyone who works with you on this farm?
I do, but they have the day off, so they're not here. They're back over in Arcturs.
Alright, what color are the horses that you own, and what color was the horse that we found the arm with?
The horse you found was like a brown one, and he says he has kind of like a white and brown speckled pattern one and kind of a grayish one.
Alright, so this sounds like it wasn't your horse. Alright, we just need to check and make sure everything's okay around here. Because the severed arm was cut clean. So if it was an ambush, there might be people hiding in your barn, or things more dangerous up the road.
Yeah, I've been noticing this. The horses have been acting funny today, so I left them locked in there.
Alright, well, my companions are coming down through the pathway now. We'll go and investigate the barn for you, sir.
Yes, very well. I know my, you said you heard rumors of stuff happening?
Yeah, weird, strange things, especially toward the closest city, Arcturs. Just want to make sure everything's kind of okay before we get there.
I hope my son's doing okay. I know he's serves in the military down there.
What size was the arm that we found? Was it dwarven size?
No, it wasn't dwarven sized. It was human.
Okay.
Human or half elf or half elf. You couldn't tell.
Okay, a medium-sized creature.
Yeah.
Medium-sized humanoid. Okay. All right.
So let us know when the rest of us approach.
As he kind of sees the horse. Yeah, it looks like that's one of the ones that's from the, actually, they keep in the pens in Arcturus itself. Wonder what it's doing. Well, it's not that far. Wonder what it's doing down here.
All right, so you recognize this horse from either trade or you going into town. All right.
Yeah.
It seemed as though this person was in a hurry, so. Horse was quite upset when we discovered him. Surprised you didn't hear it.
Well, I am getting on in age. The hearing's not what it used to be.
That's
and I was
sir,
cooking.
I understand that. Yeah, that was boiling really loudly. How big is your pot?
It's he kind of shows it to you. It's a pretty decent sized pot. Like you could feed about 5 people with the soup he's making in it.
Sounds like it's probably one of those big cauldrons.
Yeah, it's basically a cauldron.
All right, well, let's go check on your horses. Let's see if anyone's hiding in your barn, and then we'll kind of figure out what we need to do from there, sir.
Very well. Do you mind if I just stay back in my house and keep cooking my soup?
No, your soup's gonna be fine. It's just gonna take 5 minutes. I need you to unlock the barn and come with us, sir.
Well, it's not locked, so.
I still would request that you come with us, sir.
Just
Very well.
All right, we're gonna go approach the barn.
Okay, yep, it's a barn.
All right, the horse is inside making any noises.
They seem to be moving around and seem kind of restless, but other than that, they're not, from what you can hear.
All right, sir, I need you to go ahead and open the barn, handle your horses while I investigate the area.
Okay, he opens up the it's latched, so it's not going to open, but it's not locked, and kind of slides it open, and there's the kind of grayish horse and the white and brown speckled one in there. Goes, oh, easy boys, as he kind of starts stroking their necks.
All right, Eric's gonna go ahead and investigate the area, just looking for anything that might be unusual. That's 6.
Nothing you can see.
God damn it.
Warp.
Womp womp.
Does anything seem out of place in here, sir? Anything moved from the last time you were in here?
Looking around, just maybe the horses kick some of the hay feed around I have for him, but yeah, everything looks the same.
That hay bale is a mimic. You have to tell me. It's the law.
All right. Doesn't seem anything out of place here. All right, sir. What I would recommend for you to do is go ahead and head towards Solaris, right? Solaris is the capital.
Solaire. Or Sirius.
Solaire,
Sirius.
Serious. Yeah, I would suggest that you go ahead and head toward the capital, just for a couple days, so that way we can investigate what's going on, in Arcturs and make sure everything's safe for you to continue your livelihood here.
Yes, I can do that. I know my son Dane would be able. I could crash at his place.
All right, and so you do have somewhere where you can stay in the capital, then?
Yes, I do. My horses, they should be okay if I just leave some extra food and water out for them for a couple of days.
Yeah, we'll make sure we'll stop by here once our business is concluded to feed your horses, take care of them. That's the least we can do for you.
Suppose you could leave that horse in here if you need to as well. There should be enough room for him.
We'll bring in the horse that we found along the way. Feel free to take one of your horses into town if you need to.
I'll probably do that as he starts. Let me go put out that fire for the soup first.
He's gonna be pissed when he realizes this was all an elaborate ruse on our part to steal his soup.
Eric's gonna look at Victor and be like, "Hey, is there any way that we can get him some like paperwork saying, hey, he's..."
Victor have already had something drawn. As soon as Victor would have come up and heard all this, he would have had something drawn with drawn up a note and signed it saying with his rank and title saying let this person through. So yeah, you just don't.
Well, they did say they'd let people in. It's getting out that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, the capital is the safest place right now, considering everything he's heard so far, and none of it's good. So yeah,
it does have some giant stone walls around it. So
yeah, he was passed over to the dwarf gentleman, and saying, "This will get you through the gate. I don't make any promises how soon you'll be able to get back out, but right now the situation is it's not good. So for safety precautions, pack everything that you need to make
a typical snafu he says as he's kind of planting putting one of the saddles on the brown and white speckled one.
Hopefully, we're hoping it's only just some sort of snafu. So everyone seemed to be quite upset when we started our journey toward Arcturus. So,
well, let's hope it's just a false alarm.
Yep. Safe journeys to you, sir. We're gonna proceed up toward Arcturus. Thank you very much for your time. Safe journey.
As you kind of see him putting a little step stool by the horse as he kind of steps on that to get up on it. Mind moving that out of the way so I can get the horse out of here easier?
Absolutely. I'll get that for you. No problem. And then Eric just kind of picks it up and moves it away from him.
Hear me, I'll close the door when you leave.
Yep, we definitely will, sir. No problem.
Remember, your characters haven't met Dane yet. That was your other group.
Yeah. I thought that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, you kind of see him gallop on the horse towards the city.
Alright, I didn't find anything suspicious in the barn. I haven't investigated his house just yet, but would one of you care to take a little bit of a deeper look in the barn while I head into the house?
Sure. Just mind you, we don't have much time to spend here. We do need.
It's gonna be quick, trust me.
Yeah. So, Victor will investigate the barn.
And I will go inside the house and investigate just the house. I'm not gonna be like going through drawers or anything. I'm just looking for anything that may be off. 6.
Nothing
Alright,
in the
fine,
house.
David.
It's you see him. He did kind of put out the fire that was cooking the soup. Looks like it's just a stock at this point, so it doesn't have any super much in it yet. But
Victor will is investigating the barn with 23.
Yeah.
See if anything's out of place.
you see a couple of horse manure piles, big things of hay, a trough of water, a few places to tie off a couple extra horses, and like a side room that's got a bunch of like the harvesting equipment in it.
Alright, well,
Nothing
Victor
seems
will
off
probably-
about it.
Victor would absolutely bring the spare or probably have Mount Blood bring the horse we found and have him stabled in the barn.
Yeah, you
Probably
get that
like-
horse tied up in there. Nothing seems off about either place, so probably just
Eric just comes out.
lone farm
Yeah,
on the side of the road.
Yeah, nothing in the house. All right, just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything too strange going on. All right, let's head to the city then.
You know, nothing in the barn either. Let's go.
Is there a root cellar?
Yeah, there probably would have been a root cellar, but with Wimpy's crappy roll, I didn't notice that.
Nope, it's got to roll poorly because that's what I do.
Andaris would probably poke his head into the cellar because if anything suspicious is going on, that's where it's most likely to be.
Nah, there's just a double-barreled shotgun, a blunderbuss.
Yeah, give me an
Uh,
investigation
so-
check.
Oh, investigation, but to do 24.
Yeah, you notice under a rug sitting in one of the corners, there's a little store that leads to a kind of a root cellar. It's full of vegetables, potatoes, carrots. Nothing interesting down there. You see some nicely aged cheese that he's been keeping down there too.
Would not be so uncouth as to pilfer a man's fine cheese, but he will help himself to a carrot.
So everyone sees Andaris walking out with a carrot.
Just munching out like bunny. Nothing down there.
Just comes out like, what? Nothing much. What's up, you? What's up, Doc? What's up, you guys? All right, no.
Darius, I was rooting for you while you were down there.
Why?
Let's see. Do I have a spell I can spray Mountain Blood with? No, nothing he wants to pull right now.
Be nice. I had a good day yesterday.
It's
I
good.
had a good day.
Anywho, well, let's carry on, gentlemen. We got the more longer we delay, the more suspicious I'm getting about what's happening, and does not bode well.
Well, worst, all we did was possibly protect a older gentleman.
That's true.
All right, let's go. Eric's gonna just start running. Nice little run up the pathway.
Okay, so after about another hour or so, it's getting close to dusk now. You arrive at the city of Arcturs. I don't know why I have you up there.
How the hell did we come in from the? Oh, okay.
You're supposed to be at the bottom.
This place seems oddly familiar.
So yeah, looks the same as it did before. Everyone give me a perception check.
Perception, all those. 12.
24.
16.
Yeah, you notice that remember there was a field, like a pasture of a bunch of cows and horses in here it's empty now. You don't see anybody walking around. It seems oddly quiet.
All right,
Get your
guys, do we
asses-
do this? Do we do this quietly or do we do this loudly?
Quietly. I don't. It's like things feel very off. I don't want to do this. Let's do this by the book.
That's 25 because I still have my Cloak of Elvenkind, and Eric's just gonna start moving around town quietly. He's just gonna go to this big building first.
Yeah, the temple doesn't seem to be... You hear nothing coming from inside of it.
Eric's gonna peek in.
Can't see anything through the windows right now.
Dude, where's the door?
Door would be on right here.
All right, Eric's just gonna peek in through the door.
Door's locked.
Okay. Eric's gonna go to the biggest building, which is the bar up here, if I remember correctly. And Eric's gonna see if that door is locked.
That door is locked as well.
Okay. Eric's gonna look down. Victor, you look. He's gonna try and get Victor's attention.
They're just kind of looking around, staying alert. His axe ready? He's probably. Everything we're in clear on view, he'll be able to see him.
Yeah, Eric's just gonna kind of whistle toward Victor. All right. So if we were hiding somewhere and there was danger in the town, I'd hide either in the chapel or in the bar because it's space. You can fortify it. You have resources. I'm gonna break into the bar since both doors are locked.
Yeah, Well, here's the thing: the chapel's made of stone, correct?
No, it's a wood
I mean-
chapel.
In that case, the bar first, because people only run to the chapel if for anything supernatural or ungodly is about.
Eric points to Victor. The same exact idea. And Eric's just going to take his sword and he's going to just slap it against the glass, hoping to break it.
Yeah, but just gotta be out the ready in case anything pops out.
The glass window
Good
shatters,
clue.
but it seems like there's something's barricaded on the other side of it, so you can't see inside of there once you shatter it.
That's fine, because as soon as it's broken, Eric's going to shout, military! Anybody inside? We're here to help!
Actually, hold on. Don't worry, I've got some for that. Good old thaumaturgy. He's going to direct it inside, and I've used the effect so his voice booms 3 times as loud. This is Victor of the Taurus Brigade. Is anybody inside that needs assistance?
Okay, Victor! Come here, buddy. Eric just moves next to him, puts his arm around Victor's shoulder.
Is that what I think it is? What it sounds like?
So, you have fire, right?
Yes. So Victor's going to cast Burning Hands on that building. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
Eric's gonna look to his allies and shout out, we might be dealing with undead! Anybody alive, make yourself known now, or we will burn this whole place down!
I'm dead.
You hear coming from inside that building, the kind of thing.
Which building?
The bar.
Okay. What do we hear?
You know, that thump, like a rhythmic pattern.
Okay, there's somebody in there.
All right. It's like Mountain Blood. Break down the door. Victor's
Yes.
gonna
Hold
have
on. They may have left the door open. Knock once if there's a way for us to get to you from the outside.
There is
Yes.
no response.
Undead are incapable of doing
Okay,
the
there's-
shave and a haircut knock. That is scientific fact.
All right, so there's no way to get to them from the outside. All right, big guy. I liked Victor's thinking. How fast can you run and can you break through this door?
Let me see.
It is a basic wooden door.
Victor will have burning hands
Mean-
at the ready, waiting for the signal to torch it.
My speed's 40 normally.
He's just seeing how fast you can get up to your max speed to break open the door.
As you're doing that, you hear a door slam coming from the south of you.
What
Right,
was
look.
that?
Work on this door. I'll be back. Eric's like, I'm probably the fastest here, so I can flee if needed. A door slam. Okay. Did it sound like it was outside or inside?
Outside door.
All right, where's the door at?
I'm back.
It's this one right here from the kind of like the army building from the
Eric's
last
just
time you were here.
gonna- Eric, the whole time, is just sprinting toward this door, and he's gonna jump kick into it to break it down.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics check, do I get anything for doing a full sprint at it, or no?
Yep, that's what this is to determine.
Okay.
Yeah, you get advantage to hit the door and do damage.
All right, strength check. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you bust the door open.
All right, I kick the door open. I'm obviously just hopping right through. Okay, what do I see?
You see the gentleman you talked to before, is like you gave your report. He says, "Back, I say, back!" As he's like pointing his sword at you.
Calm down. We're here from the capital. What's going on?
Oh God! I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, come with us. We're breaking open into the bar. We could use your help. Come on.
Okay, good. I think there might be people in there.
Yeah, so do we. So come on.
What? Crap! I think I put him as the map.
Eric's gonna wait for him to kind of leave the building, so that way he's kind of like just behind him.
Yep, I forgot to do maps and tokens for him.
All right.
Oh, it's you guys again. Good to see you again. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Oh, we're about to find out.
About ready to smash this door in. Got a 27 on athletic.
Okay, yeah. Give me an roll to hit with advantage on that door.
With my strength.
You can use just a basic attack to do damage to it, but you can strength to break it down.
21.
Yeah, you bust that door, kind of bust through the wood that's holding it in place.
Here's mountain blood.
As you see, damn it.
Oh, roll 20.
There.
Eric's gonna go up to this guy, and is like, is there another way into the bar?
No, that the back door there that he points out that's over there is I tried going in there earlier, but something's totally wrecked that door. There's something blocking it from the inside.
All right, let's go then. What you see, Mountain Blood?
How am I moving?
There are dead things afoot.
As you
Time
open that
to
door,
kill.
you see a skelly boy and kind of like a decrepit-looking person. As you're doing that, you hear going through your Victor, you hear in your head the voice of your brother yell out, "I don't know what the hell you're talking, what's going on, Victor, but the guard you talked to at Arcturs was lying to you, didn't include stuff on the report. What's your AC?"
Oh, fantastic. My AC is 18.
as a blade from that gentleman swings at you and misses, as it kind of clangs against your armor, as he yells out, "Shit." And that is where we're going to end the session for the day.
Alright.